Hello friends, welcome to a new session of web application design using Flask. In last session, we have seen many applications of routing, how exactly it is done, how can I use different ways to route the data by using Flask. So in this session, we are going to make use of the concept of URL binding. So with the help of URL for, I can generate the URLs from different functions, and redirection of the control is possible with this. So URL for and redirect, these two functions we are going to see in this particular session. So let's see, what do you mean by URL binding? The URL for function is very useful for dynamically binding URL for a specific function. Okay, the function accepts the name of the function as the first argument and one or more keyword arguments, each corresponding to the variable part of the URL. So let's see how to make use of the URL for and the redirect function. So it's very interesting to see when you have to combine multiple pages, or when you have to redirect the control from one page to another page, we'll be making use of the URL binding concept effectively. So let's start this. Get a new file and let's save it by Python's name. Okay, fine. So let's import the Flask first, create the object of it, okay, let's make use of the main and app dot run. Okay, now here I'll define multiple functions. Like the first function is the user. Okay, let's create one user here. Okay, let's use route and let's talk about user. Okay, and here we'll define the function user. Let's say is show user. Okay, show user, which will be called when I call by the URL user. Okay, so return hello user. Okay, fine. This is the first. Let's have one more. Okay, where we'll use the user guest and the name of the guest. Okay, define the show guest method. Okay, guest. Okay, so I'm using variable here guest. This variable I'll pass to the function. Fine, and let's say the hello to him also. So hello %s. Okay, and that %s is the guest. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's it. So two functions are present here, so I'll be making use of these two functions. First function is a basic user, which I have called by using this URL. It's called hello user, and second is guest slash the guest name. That guest name will appear and we'll be making use of it. Now let's see, if some different names are there, let's specifically mention a name. Okay, specifically mention a name. By that name, if I'm calling a guest, that will be a user, general user. Okay, or we'll call it as admin user. So let's see, if only user is there, it's always admin user. Apart from that, others are the guest. Okay, so let's see, pp route. Okay, and when I'm having one user slash the name. Okay, okay, so if I'm having the root something like this, so let's make use of it, admin. Okay, fine. Now, so by user we'll call admin user, by guest I'll call it, and by user and this name, guest name is same as the admin name. Okay, guest name same as the admin name, then I want to redirect the control. So let's see how to do this one. So let's try that. If the name is equal to, okay, for example, consider that I'm having my guest is the name of my, so like Tushar. Okay, if the name is equal to Tushar, then means after the username I'm giving a name as Tushar, then I want to redirect the control to this function, because Tushar is the admin that we can consider. And if it is not, then I want to redirect to this function, like that. Okay, if it is Tushar, I will redirect to this function, and if it is not Tushar, I will redirect to this particular function. So let's see how to do. Return redirect. So first of all, I need to redirect, import this, redirect and URL for. Okay, so these two functions I have imported. So redirect and pass the function name as parameter to URL for. Okay, so what's a function? So show, what's the name of it? Show user underscore user. Okay, so it will return the URL for the first function, the name of the function whose URL will be generated, and it will return from this. And if it is not, then go to else and return redirect URL for the function show guest. Okay, fine. In this way, yeah, this is how the URLs are created and redirected with the help of the respective parameters here. Okay, so is there any problem? Pilot undefined variable is shown here. So let's try how exactly the problem is present here. Let's see this one, user and then name. Sorry, this name should be passed here, then it will come. Yeah, now so two functions are declared. When I call user, so it will call hello admin user. When using guest and guest name, it will say hello guest. This name will appear here. And in the third case, when I am using user slash some name, user slash Tushar, so it will call admin itself. And if it is not user slash Tushar, then it will call the guest by default. So this function is used to redirect the control either to the first function or to the second function. Okay, so let's try that. How do? So let's run. Yeah, fine, it's running. Let's open the link. Yeah. So my first URL is your user, general user. Okay, check it. So admin basic URL is this, and for guest user, guest slash Ajay. Okay, so hello Ajay, this name is taken by the function here. Okay, this name is taken here and is printed. Okay, or you just can add any name, Anita. So hello Anita, it's showing that one. Now the problem is here is that, see, if I write my name here, so when I writing my name, it is redirecting to the admin user. See, guest and Tushar. So it's saying hello Tushar. I just want to identify the name. The name I am passing over here. Sorry, not guest. It is user Tushar, not guest. User, and then I am asking Anita. Then showing error there. Request is not satisfied. And if you pass the name Tushar here, see, it is forwarding to hello admin user, like that. The second case, I have not passed the parameter name, that's why it is showing error there. See, when I am passing guest slash Tushar, okay, it's calling this. And if I am passing user slash Tushar, user slash Tushar, so it is forwarding the request to the basic user here. User slash Tushar, it is forwarding to this hello admin user. And now if I am passing some other name other than Tushar, so directing to show guest, but show guest contain a parameter here. This parameter I need to pass here as the second parameter of the redirect function, sorry, not URL function. So what's the variable name is presented over here is guest. Okay. So variable name is guest there, so I'll pass guest. Guest is equal to, what is that, name. Okay, so name will go there, and it will call the guest by default. Though user is there, we will redirect the request to the guest if it is not having a name Tushar there. Fine. So this is how it will perform the operation. So I'll stop it and rerun it. Execute it. Yeah, it's running now. Let's check it out. User. Okay, this is admin user and user slash Anita. So it's forwarded to guest Anita. User is Anita, so it's a guest actually. But if user is Tushar, then it is hello Tushar, it's showing there, sorry, user is Tushar, then it's forwarding to admin user there automatically. This is how the requests are forwarded, redirected from the original request to another request here. This is how we can make use of the URL for and the redirect function, by which another different functions can be called from that. So just trying to focus on this particular part, how the requests are redirected when I'm using user/name URL. If the name is Tushar, then this function will be called by using the URL for, and when it is not, then this function will be called by using URL for, but it contains a parameter there, that parameter I am passing, second parameter here, guest equal to name. Okay, like this. This is the way that you pass the function, we call the function, you call the function with the help of the redirected request and the URL for function. So that's what's mentioned over here, called a URL binding will be done with the help of the URL for, a redirect will redirect the request to the respective functions, respective function there. So just try this particular code on your system. Thank you, thanks a lot.